Hello, in this demo I'm going to share with you how to work with Flexible Music Lab and Flexible Music Tracks. To save some time, I've already imported a Flexible Music Track from the Epic Journeys collection, and I've got a video here that I want to match the duration of a soundtrack to. So what's nice about Flex Music Lab is it recognizes the duration of a video when you import it. And you can import it by coming up here and choosing the import button and just selecting whatever option. This is the video that I imported right here. And then you can do the same actually for importing your flexible music tracks, or you can go up to the library, choose a folder where you may have multiple flexible music tracks, and then once you've chosen that folder, let's go ahead and do that here. You can go ahead and do keyword searches. So I'll do that to this collection right here, and we'll open that. And so now it's going to search in there. So now if I do something there, I'm going to do adventure. I don't even have to type in the full keyword, and it'll bring up any tracks that have that keyword in it, and I can audition them inside of here. But I've already imported a track like I showed you or mentioned, and so let's go ahead and move on. So one of the next things I want to point out is this particular video actually has a audio track in it, so it has a vocal track, and so I don't want the music or flexible music track to compete with the video's audio. So what you can do is you can open up video to music volume, and I did the low-hanging fruit approach. I just took this music volume and just bumped it down -10. You can actually go in here and change anything. So let's say that I felt like that was a little too soft. I could change it to -9. I'm going to go back to 10 because I've already done this and I know that I like that volume level. We also have advanced options here that you can learn more about in our tutorials that were included in the text file that you would have gotten all these assets from. So now what I can do is just go ahead and click on build track. It's ready to go, and so I can generate a track. Now what we're trying to do is maintain the musical integrity, so we don't want to just fade off anywhere, and we're going to give you the intelligent approach to fade out rather than forcing a fade out, because it can often result in something that it doesn't sound as professional, as we'll look at here in just a second. So what I want to do is I want to select something that's over the duration of the video. This is about 2.75 or 2.8 seconds longer, maybe even 2.9. So what I want to go ahead and do is I want to select that, and I can make some adjustments after that's done generating. So now I have a music track, but it's a little too long for my video. So the way I like to approach things, I know that I've got a fade out region right here, and it does look like it's over multiple seconds. So in theory, I could fade out all of it here. So if I zoom in on this, I can see that, let's go ahead and zoom in. I know that I need about 2.8 or 9 seconds there. So if I zoom in, I see my 40 seconds here, 41, 42. So there's a little over 2 seconds right there. But what I would like to do is not force all of that I don't want it to be too abrupt at the end. So we actually have the ability to do a fade out region at the beginning and a fade out region at the end. And so I'm going to start with the fade out region at the beginning. And I see that I've got kind of a pretty abrupt beginning, so I can actually fade this in. It would actually sound much better. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'm going to come right at that point here where it's loud. In fact, I'm going to come just a little bit beyond it right there. And so I'm going to be fading in from this point. So it's 0 volume, it's cutting this off, and it's fading in over this region here. And I'm going to take this, and I'm going to come in, go to about here. So I'm coming at a peak right here just before this kind of, actually what we'll do is we'll come over here like this and have a nice gradual fade in right there. It's over 4 seconds, or well, 3.9 seconds. So we'll go ahead and build another version of this track with this fade out region. And so if we come down here, we can see now that I've cut off about 0.4 seconds of that track. So that means that I don't have to cut so much off in this fade out region. So now we can go ahead and click on show fade out region instead of fade in region. And it's going to go ahead and automatically zoom in there. And what I want to do is move this over. And so what I'm looking to do is get this ending point to match this. And so let's get that to come over here. It doesn't have to be precise, and that's really good right there. It's really close. And as you can see, that my fade out region over here is about, what is that, a little over a second, and so, or a little under a second. So what I can do is move this over to here and have a little bit more of a gradual fade out. So it was already starting to fade out here, and all I've done is I've cut off this section right here, which is already pretty low volume, and I've just faded out in over this section. So I've just made this a little bit more abrupt, not too much, because I'm only cutting off about 2 seconds of largely non-existing. You would barely hear this anyways. And so we'll go ahead and rebuild this one more time. And now we've got a music track. Let's look at the duration. That's very close to the duration of our video. So we can go ahead and play. Meet Susie, an owner of a paddleboard and kayak rental company. She loves to capture videos of her customers having fun with their paddleboards and kayaks. And I'll just jump to the end here and we can hear that ending. Did music backgrounds, all without any experience in audio editing. There we go. So we have a nice professional sound music track for our video that complements the video and still has the music or the original vocals there so that we can hear them. So I hope you can take these techniques and add music tracks to your videos and make some awesome videos. Thanks a lot for checking this out.